Hello, my name is Emelyn from Team Relate. I will give you tips on how to prepare for an IEP meeting, what to do before, during, and after the meeting. These suggestions should help you feel more comfortable and be able to participate fully as a member of the team that plans your child's special educational plan. What is an IEP? What is an IEP? The Individualized Education Plan, also known as an IEP, is a document that is designed specifically for each child to address the student's learning needs. The IEP is created by a team that includes the teacher, the special education teacher, teaching assistant or the EA, the parent, and other professionals who work with the child. The IEP is reviewed periodically to monitor the progress of the child and to check the effectiveness of the plan that was designed for the student. The IEP will state your child's learning needs, the services that school will provide, and will also include how progress will be measured. The process of IEP development includes planning, implementing, and evaluating. How does the child qualify for an IEP? First, the child must be evaluated, and this can be done by a school psychologist or a private psychologist hired by your parent, and that psychologist will give the student various tests like the psychoeducational test. Next, a decision will be made by a school team, which includes the parents and the school, to determine if the child needs special education support to learn the general curriculum. If the IEP team decides that your child needs an IEP, then the next step is to create an IEP plan. Remember that you're part of the IEP team, and you're the strongest advocate for your child who may be too young or unable to self-advocate. For the IEP, tips on what to do before the meeting. This would be a good time to talk to your child about his or her strengths. Also, this would be a good time to decide if your child will benefit from participating in the meeting. This will be dependent on his age or what grade level he is in. For example, if your child is in grade 7, the last year of elementary, and is going to grade 8 next year, then this would be a good time for him to understand what his IEP details are, his needs, his strengths, his challenges, and any modifications or adaptations that are outlined in his IEP. Information about the student's study habits at home would be beneficial information for the school team. You can let the school know where the student studies at home, the noise level and distraction, when he usually studies. It could be right after school. Would he be too tired or need a break? Before dinner, then he would be hungry, or late at night, then he would be too tired. Please note the times when he studies. Also, let them know who helps your student, your child, with homework. Does he go to a tutor? Does he go to a homework club? Or is he helped by a family member? Background information on your child. The school will want to know what your child does outside of school. This will give them the idea of how the child socializes outside of school, what his interests are, and if your child is involved in extracurricular activities. It would be good to let the school know. Also, if there's any updates to your child's medical information, this is something the school needs to be aware of as well. Does your child see other professionals like speech language pathologists, psychologists? Those information will be helpful for the school team. Now that you've made it to the IEP meeting, Here are some tips. Focus on the questions you want answered. Ask for any new assessments, reports, or observations that the school has done for your child. Ask about your child's strengths in the school, areas of needs or challenges, any information on what the school finds interests the child, and any friendship formed in the school. Socializing is a major factor in the success of a student in the school. Share any conditions in the home that may impact your child's performance, any medical condition updates, and discuss any specific concerns that you have about your child. Again, everything that you inform them, all the information given to the school will remain confidential. During the meeting, be prepared to hear jargon, acronyms, names of ministries and agencies. Don't be shy to ask. Always clarify if you hear something that you don't understand. The school is there to help you and help. A couple of words that may be mentioned are accommodations and modifications. An accommodation is anything that can help the kids learn the same material and meet the same expectations as his classmates. For example, an accommodation would be a keyboard. The child can use a keyboard instead of writing. What about modifications? Modifications are changes to the curriculum. Modifications are usually given to students who have fallen behind their peers and who need adjustments in the curriculum. Now that you've been to the meeting, you will be given a lot of information and you may feel overwhelmed. Don't be. The school is there to help you. If you have any concerns or need any clarifications, write them down and send them with the IEP. Remember, you don't have to sign the IEP right away if you don't understand it or agree with it. After the IEP, give your child feedback and discuss what needs to happen to meet the goal in school. Reassure your child that the school staff and the family will support his or her progress. Remember, having an IEP is a positive step for your child to meet his educational needs. Remember, you play an important role of the school team. Teach your child self-advocacy and advocate for your child if he or she is too young or unable to self-advocate. Remember, you and the school team have a common goal to provide your child the best way to achieve his or her educational needs.